let me tell you a story about a product that millions of people buy without realizing what they're really paying for. It's not a phone, it's not a car, it's not even a house. It's something invisible. A product that feels like freedom at first, but can slowly turn into a cage. That product is called debt. And if you've ever felt that quiet pressure, that weight on your chest every time the month ends, then this episode is for you. Because today, I'm going to explain debt in the simplest way possible with a story about one strange store, a store that sells tomorrow for the price of today. Imagine your city has a shop called the Tomorrow Store. It's a magical store. You walk in with empty pockets and still walk out with whatever you want. A laptop, a motorcycle, a new phone, even a dream vacation. The cashier smiles and says, "Don't worry, you don't need to pay today." You look confused. He continues, "You can take it now and pay later." That's the famous sentence that sells debt. Buy now, pay later. But here's what most people don't notice. On every product, there's a small hidden label, a price tag, that almost no one reads. It says, "This item costs your future income. Not your money today, your future money, your future peace, your future choices." And the moment you accept that deal, you didn't just buy a product. You signed a contract with tomorrow. That contract is debt. Let's make it extremely simple. Debt is borrowed money that you must pay back, usually with extra money added. That extra part is called interest. Debt happens when you use money you don't own yet. It's like time traveling with money. You're pulling money from your future to enjoy something today, and it can be helpful or dangerous. Debt itself is not evil. Debt is a tool, but tools can build a house or destroy a life, depending on who holds it. Now, let's talk about the truth that nobody tells you clearly. Not all debt is the same. Some debt helps you grow, some debt slowly kills your freedom. So let's split it into two simple categories. One, productive debt or good debt. This is debt that helps you create more income or value. Examples: student loans, if it leads to higher income skills, business loans to build something profitable, a mortgage for a stable home, sometimes cheaper than rent long term. Productive debt is like borrowing a shovel to dig for gold. You borrow, but you use it to create more than you borrowed. Two, consumer debt or bad debt. This is debt used for things that lose value or don't produce income. Examples: credit card debt for lifestyle loans for luxury items, spending to impress people, borrowing for wants, not needs. Consumer debt is like borrowing water to put it into a bucket with holes. It feels good for a moment, but it leaks and leaves you empty. Now, listen carefully. Debt doesn't feel like a chain on day one. It feels like a gift, because it gives you what you want faster than your salary can. But debt is sneaky. It doesn't attack you immediately. It waits. It grows quietly, like this. You borrow a little, then you borrow again. Then you tell yourself, "It's okay, I can handle it." But then something happens. Your payment becomes part of your life. It becomes normal. And once it becomes normal, you don't notice how much freedom you lost. Because freedom doesn't disappear in one day. It disappears in small pieces. You stop saving, you stop investing, you stop taking risks, you stop quitting a toxic job, you stop choosing your life. Because every month, your future income is already booked. And the scary part? Debt doesn't just take money. It takes options. And when options disappear, life starts to feel like a prison. That's why debt is powerful. Because it doesn't just control your wallet, it controls your choices. Now let's talk about the monster inside debt: interest. Interest is the price you pay for using someone else's money. If you borrow $1,000 and the interest rate is 10%, you don't pay back $1,000. You pay back $1,100. That extra $100 is the rent. But in real life, interest can become extreme. Credit cards can charge high interest. Loans can compound. Late fees can stack. And this is where debt becomes dangerous. Because once interest starts growing, it's like running on a treadmill that slowly speeds up while your legs stay the same. The more you run, the more tired you get. But you don't move forward. That is the trap. Now, let's be honest. People don't fall into debt because they're stupid. Debt happens for many reasons. First, emergencies, hospital bills, family problems, unexpected expenses. Second, low income versus high cost of living. Sometimes people borrow just to survive. Third, lack of financial education, nobody taught them. Fourth, lifestyle pressure, trying to look successful. Fifth, emotional spending, buying things to feel better. Debt is often not just math. Debt is psychology. It's pain, it's fear, it's loneliness. It's the need to feel okay for just one moment, even if tomorrow becomes harder. So when someone is in debt, don't just judge their numbers. Understand their story. So let's lock this into your mind. Debt is money you borrow from your future. Used wisely, it can build a better life. Used carelessly, it becomes a chain you wear silently. Because debt doesn't always break you with disaster. Sometimes it breaks you with routine. Small payments, every month, forever. And the biggest danger of debt is not the interest. It's the feeling that you no longer own your tomorrow. The goal isn't to hate debt. The goal is to understand it. Because once you understand debt, you stop buying things with your future, and you start building a life that your future self will thank you for. This channel exists for those who are ready to rise. If that's you, like the video, subscribe, and let this be your daily reminder.